I joke sometimes like you're getting a business partner and not just software. If you can't set up your DNS for your website, just reach out to me. Motivated for that, but it's also motivated because I just want to see small business owners. But I think for me, like my goal is to be a solo entrepreneur. It's to have a
Okay.
small, really effective company of one person for as long as possible.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah. So you're focusing on the solopreneur.
Yeah.
So cool. And so I've interviewed a variety of other people in the no code space specifically, and it
Mm.
seems like you have a defined niche. What, how did you come about deciding that? Because that was one of the hard things for me, still is in some ways. Who is my target audience? Who am I really serving? So how'd you get there in this space?
Yeah. So last year, I took a career break and I don't mind being an employee, but my goal as I turned 40 last year was to do less employee. I started building Angel Stats, which is now called Loyalty Ventures. I built a few things. I built a recruiting platform. I also built this small CRM for a former colleague of mine who in the
Mhm.
matchmaking industry and everything out. But I think looking for these solutions or ideas and so I think looking for things, and once it takes a foothold, you can continue making investments in it to improve it. I would say our lives are I think a lot of our modern society revolves around a ton of choice. Like abundance is maybe the enemy here, to sum it up. And I think empowering people to look through that's part of the reason the company's called Honeybee is because I see matchmakers, bees who are pollinating,
That's good. Yeah.
maybe the
I think
enemy.
that's a great answer. Yeah. I can see it.
Yeah.
So having this niche, I'd love to hear what is like kind of the sales process, because with a lot of other companies, as I think about it, it seems a little more clear. Okay, I have this product or service, I want to go offer it to people, but you have a very unique set of skills or product. Are you going and finding other matchmaking companies? What is that kind of, yeah, what is your sales process? And in a sense, what are you selling?
Gardens and bringing people together. Yeah. We're selling the software, but we're really selling time. The system knows when the last timestamp of update was for a profile. The system can make that request on your behalf. So I think the sales process is really about time, who's going to pay you and who's really intentional. The software also helps you focus in on the high intention, high earners, people with disposable income. But I think in order to stay competitive, like matchmakers have had to adapt to somebody's
Mhm.
not going to pay this huge fee. Subscription businesses.
Nice. Okay, that's great because it's solving. There seems to be so much around like how an end user would interact, and yeah, that's really cool. I love that you're making it easier for both sides, the people receiving the benefit of it and the people sharing and creating the space. Yeah,
And I think
that's awesome.
10 years ago, you had to call every single doctor. Most areas of society have evolved into this highly accessible, easy to fairly transparent. And so I think bringing consumer facing technology to these small companies, small business owners,
Mhm.
I think one thing, in addition to time, you're selling empowerment. The folks I work with are non-technical, and an app-based solution or an electronic
Right.
experience. They don't have the resources to go pay a developer. I joke sometimes like you're getting a business partner and not just software. If you can't set up your DNS for your website, just reach out to me. Motivated for that, but it's also motivated because I just want to see small business owners succeed. It's usually one person. It's sometimes up to four. There are some larger agencies more with those folks now, have been great for validation, feedback. The majority of the application that matchmakers see and use is Glide, but there's a ton of.
Sweet. So this is like a whole new space for me, but I love hearing about it because I mean, there's so many principles in all of this. Like you want to help small businesses. It's just a particular niche of small businesses. And I definitely see that you care and you want their benefit.
Mhm.
You're making it easy for them to provide their services, which so you're basically helping the people who help the people.
Mhm.
And that's the space that I'm in. And I love that because like I don't want to go one of the industries that I enjoy working with are the home services
Mhm.
industries.
Mhm.
And so like in my life hacker days, I'm like, oh my gosh, like I need to fix this. I need to learn how to do this. And so like I would learn how to do woodworking and how to do HVAC and how like, all these things.
Totally.
And like I built this wall behind me and installed this
Great.
door. And so But at the same point, there's so many people out there that are trying to help homeowners, but it's just a hard industry.
Mhm.
And so as I'm seeing myself now as a homeowner, I would like it to be easy to get these things done in my house.
Mhm.
Oh, well, let's how do I help the service-based businesses help the homeowner? So it's you're kind of in that space too. You're helping the people who help the people.
Yep.
And so I love that. So let's see. Just gonna scan my questions. Okay. So being a solopreneur, I can imagine it can be there's always ups and downs. At least I've experienced that. You have to do your marketing, you have to do your sales, you have to do your implementation. And so thinking about one of the things that I love asking people, do you have all of this as owning and running the business? But on the other side of that, you have your customer. What would you say? Maybe it's a couple things, but what is something that would make your customers better customers for you?
That's a good question. I think so. One of my learnings, and it's a little bit longer answer, but one of my learnings in working in this industry is that in general, service-based businesses, as you're commenting with the home services stuff, were left
Mhm.
behind by this sort of infinitely accessible e-commerce tool set
Oh,
over the last 10 or 12 years. If you wanted to sell t-shirts or widgets or whatever it is, you go to shop your store.
yep.
You don't necessarily need to be super tech savvy. You can plug a lot
Yeah.
of things in. You can get attribution, you can get sales, that stuff. You can even get some
Yeah.
inventory management, and it generally works, and you can figure out how to start a business that way. And that's a great ecosystem. I love Shopify. It's a great
Right.
platform. But it doesn't really, so why are you struggling through this tech stack? Why doing content like this is having to book a demo and not knowing the pricing. And so if
Oh,
I want to get to know the people that I'm working with, super transparent. In the first 6 months of building this company, I send release notes to every customer every Monday night and every Thursday night, what I'm struggling with. Yeah. And I think also like your customers are your biggest champions because it's saving me 10 hours a week. Do things that other people in the industry won't do. I have like, well, like, why wouldn't somebody do that? Person is now an excellent champion other people won't do, and you'll really build. I don't like content. I jumped at the opportunity to talk with you because I think like I need to do more of it. I work with any matchmaker in the dating industry, anybody who's sourcing single people for other agencies. I work with them
mhm.
all the way up to large matchmaking agencies. You can get a hold of me. Absolutely.
Oh,
Yep. Yeah. Thank you, Kevin. Really appreciate it.